All of my idols is friends. Came to the fight with some Timbs. Will I lit up, it depends. Been through the struggle, I don't run from trouble, no breaking. I just wanna bend. Don't be defeated, I'm hella conceited. I ride on that beat like a band. Yeah. I am the one from the stories that got you excited. Rhythmic flow is ignited. How it's so easy for her to recite it. Can do this shit while I'm asleep cause I write it. Watch all these niggas be so quick to bite it. I let them in, but they'll never be quiet. Imitation is just inspiration. If you feel like taking, just be sure that you cite it. I'm a trippy nigga with a different aura. I admit the vision had to start with the supporters. Had a premonition, had to get the shit in order. And I'm finna take it off and go all with supporters. I been counted out for too damn long. Like I couldn't take the crown with 2 damn songs. All up in the booth with no home training. Please give me a count of 2 damn songs. Yeah. Niggas be playing, yeah. Industry games, yeah. Rapping, but they not in love with it. Think it's a shame, yeah. I'm about to pop on some other shit. Think it's a game. They don't control where I land. I'm fresh in the bitch and you know that. Don't take my body to show that. Get in the booth, I'm the truth, I get loose, I don't hold back. Fucking the game, they the same, need to hold back. Trading they lyrics and shit, I ain't for that. Don't need a scam with the plan of the fuck on they man, want more that. I'm the antithesis, making them wish that it was just a phase. Now they pay for the show.
What's up? What's up, you guys?
Yes.
Welcome to another week. Okay, another episode of Bits of Tea with your girls, Queen Coney
and Queen Jade.
Yes, as always, you guys, shout out to Power Plug Radio. There's 5 ways to listen, all right? Catch us live on Facebook. You can download the app in the Apple Store or Google Play. You can tell Alexa, play Power Plug Radio. Okay, you can visit the site at powerplugradio.com.
Yes.
All right. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel, Power Plug Radio, or you can join the conversation at 727-686-0512. Who, child? They got you covered, okay? So 5 ways to listen. They got you covered. Check us out. And then shout out to Sound Mind and Body Wellness.
Yes.
You guys. Oh my goodness. This, if you don't know.
Doing some things.
Yes. It's our wellness center where we offer therapeutic touch. AKA massage therapy. AKA body work.
Yes.
Okay. In the comfort and privacy of your own location. Yes. Mobile massage is right.
Absolutely.
So shout out to SMBW right now, you guys. All new clients.
Yes.
20% off your first session. You heard that. 20% off. October is fully booked though. Let me not even lie. Okay. October is fully booked, honey. And we're going on vacation. So with that being said, November is open. Okay.
Yes.
Spots are available. They are filling up already. So if you know you are needing a massage, okay, go ahead and
call. You already know what to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Then we also
exactly.
I know you was gonna say.
I was gonna
flow,
remind
right?
you. Yes, you're already going into it. Go ahead. Child's Flow. Yes.
Child's Flow workshop, you guys. This is our very first workshop. We are super excited. And inside of Child's Flow, we are liberating our parents with little ones. Okay, we are teaching you our signature flow because there's so many benefits for children with this level of care.
Yes.
But not only that, you also can enhance your connection with your child. You know what I'm saying? Through touch. And so with this workshop, we're excited to be teaching all that we do with our kid.
Yes.
In terms of that. And she loves it. She be asking us every night, can you rub my feet? Girl, okay, I'm tired. But
use and abuse.
Right, okay. She just be trying it. But so 12 spots are available for that.
Yes.
Okay, up to 2 kids ages 5 to 12 per parent. It will be in St. Petersburg, Florida. All the information is going to be on our website or our social media channels, Instagram and Facebook at soundmindandbody.com.
Sound Mind and Body Wellness at Sound Mind and Body Wellness. That's what you want to do. That's it.
I want to.
You wanted to take them to the site. Y'all can still do that too. www.
Y'all already know we be cutting up with the shenanigans. So today we are. Did I miss anything, by the way, with the updates?
I think we're touring. We're gonna be touring soon.
Wow,
you forget about that.
So first of all, the expansion is real,
Yes.
and we'll dive into this more on this episode. But we are getting ready to start touring. What? I mean.
I love that. Me too.
I love it. Makes me feel good on the inside.
Absolutely.
Man, all praises to the Most High, to be honest.
Yeah.
The expansion is real. It's quick as hell. You know, we didn't see this 2 years ago touring. Like, wow.
Excited.
Super excited. And so we're getting ready to do that. That is just so dope.
Spreading healing.
I'm telling you. In self-care, you guys. Self-care.
Yes.
So you want to let them know what we're going to be talking about today?
Actually, before we even get into that, I was just going to, we talk about how we do one thing is how we do all things, right?
Yes.
So in this series or in this topic today, we're talking about commitment. But I want to also say when I wake up in the morning, I always give praise to the Most High. But I want to say thank you to Power Plug Radio and all of you all's amazing staff and crew.
Oh my
because
God.
Without
them,
you guys, we wouldn't even have a platform to be on. So thanks for definitely, hand claps all around. So
Power Plug Radio.
I'm going to be giving thanks like every single time to Power Plug Radio, just because, this is a free platform. I love it, to be able to express, and express the way we want. I like it.
Yeah.
So many thanks to Power Plug Radio and the staff and crew. Love y'all.
Man.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, let them know.
Yeah, man, y'all already know what it is. Power Plug Radio.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Home of your throwback jams. Yes.
Girl, you better be a radio host.
Yes.
You better be a radio host on the side. Let me find out, child, please.
Let them know.
The glory in you. Okay. Yes. I love it. Okay, so thank you to everybody hopping on live right now.
Absolutely.
We see y'all. Okay,
Yes.
we see y'all. We got a juicy, stimulating conversation for you guys. Before we dive in deep, let me just give y'all a little disclaimer. Okay. Bits of Tea is really all about us. To be honest, we are literally just showing up. Yeah, we're just showing up right now. Sharing our personal life's experience.
What we went through.
Okay, what we go through, what we went through.
Absolutely.
Okay. And we're on a journey to liberation. Okay, we are aspiring to be liberated.
Yes.
All right, in all aspects of life. And so we are choosing that path, right? With self-care. Because self-care is a catalyst.
Yes.
Okay, something that you can implement in your life that will literally lead you, okay, or set you up for the layup for liberation, all right? And so this is what Bits of Tea is all about. We're here just to share our experiences. Everything is just, it's just a stimulating conversation. You know what I'm saying? No judgment zone here, okay?
Absolutely.
No judgment zone. Everything that
this is a stress-free zone.
This is a stress-free zone, but we're also realists, okay? So we call ourselves out, we call each other out, and we liable to call you out too, but only from a place of love. Only from a place of unconditional love. Let's be specific with that love.
Absolutely,
conditional love. It's different types of love out here.
It's another topic right there.
Right.
Oof.
But it all comes from a place of unconditional love, right? So did I do it? Is that enough? Or
what? Self-care is self-commitment. We're talking about how committed are you, right?
Well, yeah. I'm being mindful of my introduction to of Bits of Tea.
You did a great job. You let the people know. About. Did y'all
got it right?
Put a 1 in the chat box if you got that. Put a 2 if you didn't. Yo, if y'all go on to Instagram and watch Coney when she goes on live, that's what she does. So poking fun.
No, okay. You know what? Always do this, but it's I can't help it, y'all, because I like to engage with my people, with my brothers and my sisters, and sometimes I be going off on the deep end. I go deep into the abyss, so I got to make sure my the quiet is with me. So I need a 1 or 2 sometimes just to know if you're on the same page.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yeah.
Let's dive into it.
So yes, the trend for us right now is self-care, is self-liberation. Okay, selfish is self-liberation. And if you know, you know, you know, you know. Okay?
Yeah.
So today we want to jump into the topic of self-commitment. How committed are you? So a lot of y'all committed out here, but y'all are committed to the things that are external, like things outside of yourself, right? So can you let us know the definition of commitment? Because we love to look up words. We love to look up.
Gotta know what you're talking about.
We just like to look up the meaning of words and look up the Latin root and just to see what it's about.
Right. So we have this big ass Random House dictionary at the house. It basically looks like your grandmother's Bible that sits on the end table, and it's really big. It's like that really big one, and it's heavy. It's heavy. So that's the one that I choose to look out of. But today we're going to get the Webster's dictionary from the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to look up the words like Queen Coney said. In this one, it says an agreement or pledge to do something in the future. You know, that's what it says. Something pledged, right?
Okay.
See, I don't even like these definitions. Let me see. I don't. I really don't. It's not giving me enough. The Random House is where it's at.
Right.
But it's basically just, you know, it's agreeing to pledge to yourself. Make it, yeah.
So do you remember what it said verbatim
Girl,
in the dictionary?
don't. Because I didn't write it down. And, you know, that's how we roll. I was about to really bring that whole dictionary in here. And you know what? Never mind. I said that I was going to.
And nobody stopped you.
Can I tell you the reason why? It wasn't even a limiting belief. You know what? Lies. It was a limiting belief. But I was like, yo, this dictionary is so big.
It is.
How big is it?
Your limiting belief got in your way, child.
I was like,
if
I brought that book in here. If I brought the book in here, it probably would have broke the table.
Nah, but sis, you said intuitively, I'm bringing this book. And
look, she already roasting, which is facts, but I didn't bring it. To be honest with you, I was embarrassed to bring it. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's get to the root cause of it.
That is the good stuff.
I was embarrassed to bring it. Be true to myself. And that's what I'm doing, okay? I was embarrassed to bring it.
Oh my God, my stomach hurts.
Bottom line.
10 minutes in, you already started with the shenanigans right now.
Okay, so I will bring it the next time so that you guys can see how big it is. I'll just show it as an example. So yes, I was embarrassed to bring it. So this is why we're in this predicament now. And I'm fumbling on my own definition of commitment because of this Webster's dictionary one.
You should have brought it. You said you was going to bring it. Okay, so let me try to remember.
On live.
Okay, so let me see if I can remember, because the dictionary is huge, y'all. But the definitions
are crisp, clean, understandable.
Crispy. So basically, in other words, self-commitment is basically making a pledge to yourself. Absolutely. Right? Like just my definition of self-commitment. Let's go there. Let's talk about it in our own words, right? We'll
That's
give you
what we do.
the book definition.
That's what we do.
Another day. But self-commitment is literally implementing, right, some or all of the aligned action steps, right? Thought processes, whatever it is that's in support of the best you, or healed you, or happy you, or peaceful you, or patient you, and implementing those things every single day. Every day. On a consistent and daily basis. Why? Because you know that these are the things that are required for you to show up in the best and highest, you know, version of yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? And the highest and the most sustainable aspects of self. That's what I was trying to say. Y'all, our mission statement is a word. Y'all want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay, we want to hear it. So being of service from the most sustainable aspects of self does the world justice. When you put yourself at the forefront of nourishment, you are able to be of service from the overflow. Make your life a priority.
Yes.
Can we get a hand clap?
Yes.
That's the mission statement right
there. All around.
I love it. I love this radio life. It's so much fun. It's really so much fun, you guys.
But that's what that means.
But yeah, so self-commitment is literally just implementing what you know to do, right, on a daily, consistent basis, because you know that this is what is required.
That key word was that consistency, because those two go together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Self-commitment and
consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consistency is a catalyst.
That's what for
to be self-committed.
There you go.
Right.
That's it.
So when I think about self-commitment,
what is a catalyst first?
A catalyst?
Yes.
A catalyst is just something that is a part of the equation to make change. Boom. That's literally all it is, right? It's just something that plays a part in the outcome.
There you go.
Okay? There's tons of catalysts in every single outcome that we experience.
Yes.
Meaning there's a ton of different things that play a part, right, in that particular experience. Did I break it down enough? Oh, I got it.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah. So self-commitment.
Yes.
Y'all, how committed are you? And the reason why we're bringing this up is because we are going through this experience right now. We actually have just made it over the hump of like, you know, when you're doing something new, you're implementing a new habit, right? And you like, I'm gonna do this for like 3 months, and then you get 2 weeks in and you tired and you just already just out.
White flag.
Right, exactly. So we're just past the hump where it's like, you know what, this is good now. Like we're coasting. It's no longer like a willing our way through.
Right.
The commitment piece.
Right.
So let's bring up
Yeah.
the example that we had a conversation, you know, the example that we spoke with.
So examples are,
Ryan.
So the example I'm going to use today, of course, which everybody knows and probably is relationships. Okay. Let's break it down in that sense.
I feel like,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So as far as commitment in relationships, so if you're in a relationship right now, right, and you're like, you know, you're thinking about the other person, you're like, man, are they committed? Are they going to be committed to me and to this relationship? But before you point that finger outside of yourself, you have to look at yourself within and ask yourself, are you committed? Right?
Yeah.
And if you're seeing slight, discrepancies in the other person in regards to commitment, again, point that finger to yourself and be like, are you truly committed to the relationship? Because you can't go outside yourself.
Well, okay, yeah, that's facts. But let's bring it more tangible, like into relatable experiences, right? Like, okay, so some examples of lack of commitment. We all can identify lack of commitment because we all know what it feels like to not be committed. Like, it's a daily practice, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We fall short all the time. So in terms of a relationship, right? What are some ways that express lack of commitment? Lack of communication.
Communication.
Not following up with a word. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you say you're gonna do something,
you
not
don't.
doing it.
Exactly.
What else?
That's the biggest one right there.
You think so?
Yeah, saying you're gonna do something, you don't do it. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Because that's you said you were gonna do it first. That's the commitment. Why you're gonna backpedal?
Right. I guess so, guys. Like I wanna. Okay, so in my experience with self-commitment, I realized that for the times that I wasn't committed to myself, my life was so much harder. I'm gonna just get to the root of it. I gotta see. It's hard to talk about like external things now in this point in my life. Like it's really all internal because I've been doing the work for a minute now. So when it comes to like self-committed, when I was not committed to myself, my life was full of like chaos in my thoughts, in my beliefs, what I believed in, you know what I'm saying? How I felt about certain things, myself. Lack of commitment for me, it was just like no order, no stability, like in my thought processes, you know? So like I'm running around with my head cut off. Like my life is just so extra hard for no reason. Like all these extra errands and just the mundane car troubles, right? It seemed like my tire was going out like every other day or something with my engine. It was always something. I'm like, damn. Putting antifreeze in the coolant and you know what I'm saying, smoking out the hood. I'm like, yo, every week? Every week?
What is going on?
Yeah, it was mad chaos. Just expressing itself left and right because there was no commitment. My self-commitment was on E.
Right.
So it's like, sis, like, why are you not doing the things you know that's good for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you not drinking water?
It's as simple as.
Why are you not drinking water? And you know that you're dry. Your skin is dry. Your mouth is always dry. Like, you're dehydrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you not drinking water? You know you need to drink more water. Were questions that I was asking myself, right? Or just like, even like, I used to eat I just didn't take care of my body at all, nutritionally. Like, literally, I would literally be working like 12 plus hours in a day and like forget to eat. Not even forget, but just be so caught up into the work or caught up into whatever it is. Y'all, let me tell you how real it is. I could have been at work for 5 hours, right?
Right.
I woke up late, first of all, because, you know, there's no self-commitment. I'm stressed.
Exactly.
There's mad stuff going on. So I'm waking up late, but I'm waking up in time to make it to where I got to be. So I'm rushing at home, right? No breakfast is being made. Kimmy is eating. I'm going to make sure she eats, but I don't care if I eat because I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how my feelings was, about this conversation that I had. I'm thinking about who got on my nerves. I'm thinking about my bills that's overdue. I'm thinking about got to go to work. I'm tired. I'm thinking about gas in my car. Like so many different things, all because there was no self-commitment, like to myself, right? Like I wasn't showing up for me I wasn't showing up for me, but expecting other people, places, and things to show up for me. Do you like, you know what I'm saying? That is such like a dichotomy in that sentence right there. Like it's just like there's such a huge difference in that. Like I wasn't showing up for myself, yet I was expecting people, places, and things to show up for me.
And you can't do that.
Okay?
You can't expect that, hopefully.
Well, we do though.
We
That's
do,
the
but
thing. We get
yeah.
caught up in life and we do. And so it's like, you know, we expect certain things to go down, or we want certain things to happen, or we want to experience certain things without realizing that it starts with us first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's certain outcomes that we want to create, we have to just understand and become aware that certain steps must be taken.
Absolutely.
You know? And so everything does happen for a reason. I had to go through that time without self-commitment so that I can learn what it is to be committed.
Man.
Because of polarity, right? So I wouldn't be able to enjoy all the benefits of my self-commitment today if I hadn't been through that period of time where I lacked my self-commitment. Does that make sense?
It makes complete and utter
Right?
sense. Yes.
It wouldn't exist. They both
You need
both
them
sides,
exactly.
right? Both sides of the spectrum must coexist.
Yes.
So, so that was my experience with self-commitment. So now, fast forward here,
I was gonna ask you the question.
I've been committed. I've been practicing. You know, I've been practicing for many years self-commitment because it's practice. Okay, it takes, everybody has their time to, you know, learn. Okay. And so it took me some time to learn what it means to be committed to myself. And literally what it means to be committed to myself is to basically be unmoved. I have to show up regardless of whatever else may be going on in my day. If I am taking an oath to myself to express in this way, right? Being an example with my company, with my creations, my vision of what self-care is and how self-care is required for liberation, then, you know, showing up for myself the way that I do now is what it is. I think I lost track of where I was going, to be honest.
You were talking. No, you did a really good job. But you were talking about because you're talking about you're the example right now.
Yeah.
Right. And I was actually I was gonna butt in and just be like, well, what steps did you take? When did the commitment piece begin? You know, as far as you taking you seriously, like when did that turning point happen within you?
Yeah.
Or
great question.
Yeah.
So the turning point happened. I see the kid over there making noises and huffing and puffing. You all right? You just have to be a mom right now. You bit your tongue? Okay. You all right? You gonna be okay? Okay. Can you have something to drink? Yo, kids do not let you live at all. I don't care what nobody say. Like, if you got a kid, you know then. They don't let you live at all. It's all good, though. So great question. My turning point came in 2018. That was literally my, like, awakening year. Like, my life, I literally made so many decisions, and my tower moment was huge. It all came crashing down. Like, literally, life was upside down. Showed up, like, masking it, like a lot of us do. You know what I'm saying? Masking it. However, I was so unhealthy and just malnourished and all the things, right? Like, my expression of, or my lack of commitment was very prevalent in my being, right? So in 2018, that was my tire grew tired, okay?
Absolutely.
Like, I couldn't take no more. Like, the cup tilted over.
Yes.
And so it just came down to it to where I was so tired and exhausted of going through the same repetitive things, you know what I'm saying? That was so undesirable.
That's key right there.
To where, you know, I just said, F it. I'm just going to try something new.
Right.
And I'm going to do it for as long as I can until something happens, something else changes. And so at the time, that was waking up at 5 a.m.
Yes.
To hop on a personal development call.
Yes.
Like a team call with mad people on there to hold me accountable. So I did that for like weeks, you know, and that one thing led to the next. So I naturally just started to drink more water. I started eating better. I started to work out more. Like, I just started implementing the things that I knew to do that I had done before.
Because it yielded great results.
Yeah, because it yielded great results. I just did that again. It was slow but
Right.
fast at the same time. So it's like I had to do one thing at a time. I couldn't do it all at once. I had to do one thing at a time. So I had to do like one thing for weeks, and then once I evolved from that, then another thing.
Absolutely.
And then eventually it just all came together,
yes.
where all of it's happening at the same time.
Wow.
Now I'm waking up, 5:30 in the morning every
Yes.
morning. I'm stretching, I'm breathing,
Yes.
I'm praying, you know what I'm saying? Giving thanks, I'm drinking water, I'm doing all the things all together now.
Absolutely.
Every single day. And that's my commitment for me.
Yeah. Oh man, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Enjoy your story. I enjoy your stories. I enjoy just the examples that you give, because somebody could be going through the same thing.
Well, that's who we're talking
You know
to.
what
We're
I'm saying?
only talking
Absolutely.
to people that resonate and relate to us.
Exactly.
Like, you either have already been through this, you're going through this, or you about to go
Absolutely.
through it. And
Yeah.
and you don't just, these things, until you learn it and you master it, you're going to keep going through it, because
Yes.
you have to learn. You have to learn. Nobody is teaching us how to be committed to ourselves.
And that's the thing. Yeah.
go
That's the
ahead.
thing, as far as like, folks just being able to see the cycle, as far as like, if you're going through the same thing and you're tired of it, and, the old saying is you can't beat a dead horse. It's like, okay, why don't you just go ahead and do the new thing? Just go ahead and do it. Push forward and commit to that.
Well, the thing is that I feel like a lot of us
Yeah.
do commit and we fall off. Mm-hmm. We commit, fall off, commit, fall off, commit, fall off. And I feel like a lot of that is because there's a lack of community and there's a lack of support.
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. On again, off again, on again, off again. Hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was so lack of community and lack of support, lack of
Well,
accountability?
yeah. Well, things of that nature. It just began with like I'll briefly touch on this. Like, when you're in athletics, it's just one of those things where you are always in routine. You know what time you're going to go to practice, this, that, the other thing. So I was committed to that for such a long time. And then when that time came where that commitment was, basically I tore my ACL in my left knee. So that was like the time where it's like, wow, like I don't know if I ever wanted to commit to something of that time, of that amount of time that I put in, over 10,000 hours. And it was one of those things, when that was gone, it was like, I don't even know if I want to invest like time into anything.
Wow.
I'm being serious. Time into anything.
So that right there, that
And that's-
experience
yeah.
is what was a catalyst for your lack of self-commitment.
There
for
you
yourself.
go. Yeah. It turned, can you imagine like being committed to something, right? Wholeheartedly, you in it, right?
Uh-huh.
You in it, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden something happens, that time that you felt you vested into that.
Right.
And then when it goes to investing time
Yeah.
into something else,
Man.
it's like, I don't think I want to do that.
Man, what a cognitive distortion.
Very much so.
Damn, that's crazy.
That we'll
because-
touch on that again.
Yeah, we will.
Bring it back.
We will.
Yeah.
We about to go on a little breaky break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you guys will be right
We'll be
back.
Absolutely.
Jams.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Absolutely.
Okay, the music is so relaxing.
Yes. Facts.
I love it. So you guys, self-commitment, right? We was diving into that tea.
Yes.
With you. Okay, so
Yeah.
basically what happened was you, because you were a top athlete, you had already been cultivated in self-commitment.
Yes.
You had been taught some of the tools, some
Yes.
very important tools like discipline,
Yes.
consistency, timing, things like
What
that.
that means.
You literally had the opportunity to be immersed in self-commitment. And so
Yes.
therefore you were committed to the game. Like you were committed to yourself in that way. You were showing up in major ways.
Yes.
And then what happened was you tore your ACL, which was like a life tragedy,
Yeah, tower moment.
a tower moment that literally created the discord between
Yeah.
you and self-commitment. So then after that experience, you were no longer interested in self-commitment because of what happened.
Absolutely. Well said.
Wow.
Well said. Yes.
That is deep. And so now,
I'm learning it.
right. So from that point,
Yeah.
which was like in your 20s, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe a little younger.
That was 20s.
Okay. From that point up to now, you've had to basically practice relearn what self-commitment is.
I did that through
That's
just
crazy.
working the
Wow.
9 to 5.
Working a 9 to 5. So
That's
corporate.
Yeah, that's how that sustained itself, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you
I was not committed. Yeah, like I'm telling you, when you get to the root of things, you can really see like, oh man, yeah, I wasn't committed here. That includes relationships and everything. Like, call myself out. Facts.
So, okay. That's real.
It's very much so.
And you guys, like we all are together on this, okay? Like let me let you guys know who we're talking to. Okay? We are talking to the individual, the person that is in the self-actualization phase of connection. Okay? And so what this means is that you are aware that you are a creator. You are aware that your creations and your expressions hold weight, like they can sustain impact.
Yes.
You are aware that you're here for more, that there's more to life that you can actually experience, right? But you're also aware of some of the unhealthy habits. Okay, we like to call them old, raggedy, dusty ass habits, child.
Yes.
Okay? The ones that you know, okay, are holding you back.
Yes.
Yet you can't seem to shake them. And then you're also aware of some aligned, healthy habits that is in support of your desires, in support of your being and who you want to be and what you want to experience, right? You're aware of that as well. So we're talking to you, okay? If you resonate with any one of those descriptions, then yes, we are sitting at the same table, okay? So you're not alone.
I wanted you. We're still talking about commitment, but I also wanted you to touch base with the community and talk about the AAOC just briefly.
Okay.
Because this is something that we use daily on a daily basis, in all situations. And Queen Coney is going to run you through that real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, when it comes to like embodying something new, right? There's a process that must take place in order for it to happen. So for instance, self-commitment, right? You know what self-commitment is, yet you also are aware that you are not self-committed, but you want to be self-committed.
Right.
There's a process that you can do or embody that will get you there or that will lead you there, right? That's in support of it. And so AAOC is a technique that it's signature. It's our signature technique that we use and that we teach our clients to be able to alchemize anything, right? And alchemy is literally just being able to change something, okay? That is all alchemy is. And so with the AAOC, I'm going to run it through.
Yeah, run it through real
tell you
quick,
guys
yeah.
how to use it and all that good stuff.
And
It's super easy
mind you, and Coney always mentions this. I'm going to mention it again. Like, this information is not new
at all.
Okay, this is not new. It's not a new discovery, what have you. It's just the ability that was given to break it down to a level of understanding so that folks can use this to begin liberating your life.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. That was beautifully said.
Yeah.
Yes. And before I even like touch on AAOC, I love saying this because
Yes.
I always say
Yeah.
entrepreneurship is not the goal. I know a lot of you are really hopping on this bandwagon or, you know,
Right.
this experience of entrepreneurship and just feeling like, oh, I want to work for myself. I want to, I want to
That's
own
a
my
commitment.
own business, da. It's a commitment, but entrepreneurship is really not the goal.
Right.
Okay. The goal is to be able to create. That's your natural born ability. The
Mm-hmm.
goal is to be able to create okay, and have those creations sustain your lifestyle without externally outsourcing. Okay, you
That
can
was beautiful.
literally, thank you. You can literally sustain your entire life, and I'm talking about a beautiful life. I'm not talking about the
Absolutely.
struggle bus life.
No.
Not survival. I'm talking about abundance. You can live in peace. You can live in happiness. You can live in financial freedom and abundance. You can have all of the things you desire, love, intimacy, whatever.
Right.
You can have that.
Your needs are truly always met too.
Yes. And your creations have the capacity to sustain that.
Absolutely.
They do, without you having to do anything outside of yourself. And I mean that. Like I'm being literal when I say that.
Right.
Okay. So
The AAOC.
I'm laughing because Kamora just texted me. She's sitting right over there. She's so cute. But the AAOC is a tool that we use, that we love to use for literally everything. Okay.
Yes.
So let's jump right into it. The first A is going to be awareness. Okay. The second A is acknowledgement. The O is observation, and then the C is choice.
Yes.
Right. So you have these 4 pillars of alchemy, as I like to call them. And so with the awareness, whenever you are faced with a challenge or problem or anything at all, right, something that you want to change, something that you want to evolve, right, or transcend, the first thing that must take place is you have to become aware of it. You must become self-aware of whatever it is that's going on right now that you want to change.
Right.
Okay? Become aware of yourself in this experience. Okay? Then the next thing is acknowledgement. So once you become self-aware of what it is you want to change, now you are in a position to acknowledge your hand in it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how are you currently playing a catalyst
big one.
in this experience? Right? So if you, for example, if we are talking about self-commitment, right? Like I lack self-commitment. Okay, cool. I'm going to use the AAOC. I'm aware that I lack self-commitment because of how my days are going, right? Like I'm waking up, rushing, I'm not eating, like I'm tired, I'm drained, I'm aggy, irritated, moody. You know, I'm good some days, but then other days I'm off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like real tangible things like that you can think of that's just undesirable right now, right? So you acknowledge yourself in this experience, right? Like
What are
your
you
hand
doing?
in it. What are you doing?
What
What
are you
aren't you
doing?
doing? What
Or
are you
aren't-
doing and
or
what aren't you
doing? Yes.
Right, both of those.
Yes.
And then you have observation, right? Which goes hand in hand. You become aware, you acknowledge yourself, and then you observe yourself from an aerial view,
Yes.
meaning you take the emotions out of it, okay? And you logically look at all aspects.
Look at it
you
all.
look at the facts.
Yes.
Right? You look at the
Yes.
tangible facts of what is actually taking place. Right? Like you're observing, you know, wow, I've cried 4 times this week. Like every single night, Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Thursday, whatever, I've cried.
Right.
You know, I was really upset. You know, wow. Like I see that, you know, I allowed this conversation to, you know, my whole entire day
Day's
changed.
gone. Yeah,
my
it's
whole entire
done.
day is gone.
Yeah.
You know, damn, I
Man.
didn't complete this task, or damn, I forgot this, or you know, you just observe yourself from an aerial view. And then the last piece is choice. Once you observe yourself, you're going to be placed in a beautiful position to be able to make a choice to do something different.
Yes.
Okay,
That's the beauty right there.
that's the beautiful,
God,
that's the beautiful
the
part.
choice
So
piece.
when you get to the choice, you now have on the table the entire experience at
Yes.
hand, what's going on, right? You have all of the unaligned action steps, all the bad habits, everything right in front of you.
Yes.
And from all of that information, you can now see the opposite. What aligned action steps, what healthy habits, what things can I put in place that's in support of my desired outcome, or in support of my happiness, in support of my peace, in support of my self-commitment, right? And once you have those things down, you simply make the choice to do it.
Just make a choice.
That's the commitment piece. And so we spoke about this briefly on the series on Instagram. I have a series on Instagram. I show up every day for a little bit of time, and I share with you all just different experiences surrounding my journey to liberation.
Yes.
Self-care is self-liberation. That's the name of it. So yeah, we were just talking about this. I was just talking about this on there. What was I getting ready to say?
Talking about choice.
Yeah, it just left me making a choice.
We're gonna catch it.
forgot.
We are going to catch it.
It always comes back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you were in the
forgot.
choice part. You were still using yourself as an example. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, I was saying that you'll be in a beautiful place to make a decision because you'll have the aligned action steps to put in place. Mm-hmm. The healthy habits, all the things that's in support of you is when you have the it came back.
Boom.
I got it.
I knew it was coming.
Ooh, that was close. Okay, so
I knew it was coming. Come on now. You know how
y'all was waiting. Y'all had me, y'all. I felt the support. Y'all had me lifted. Okay, so phases of connection.
Yes. Man.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Okay, so the phases of connection is what I was talking about on that series on Instagram.
Yes.
And so once you become aware, right, because all of us are in the self-actualization
Yes.
phase, okay? You're always going to be in this phase because you're always evolving. Okay, growth is inevitable. Change is inevitable.
Yes.
So you're always going to be faced with challenges. You're always going to be faced with opposition. It's just a part of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you make the choice, right? Once you make the choice to move forward in the direction that says, you know what, I am committed to myself, right? Like once you start to move in that direction, you are now going to experience, the phases of connection.
Yes.
Okay. And the phases of connection is the first phase is the self-actualization. Okay. This is the awareness. This is where you're going to implement that AAOC technique.
Yes.
Okay. And it happens quick. This technique will literally collapse time. Okay. Collapse time, meaning you accomplish so much more in less amount of time.
Facts.
All right. And so the self-actualization phase of connection is where you will implement the AAOC and you're moving forward in the direction that says, I am committed to myself.
Absolutely.
Right? The second phase of connection is willpower.
Willpower. Yes.
It's willpower.
Your will.
Okay? You're not going to just wake up in the morning and just do all the things.
You're
just not. You've been not doing it for so long, okay? It's a habit at this point. You got to break an old habit and implement a new one. All right? You literally have to create a new neurological pathway in the subconscious part of your brain.
That's it.
The only way to do that is through habits.
Through habits.
Through habits.
Through habits.
And so the second part, the second phase of connection is
the push.
No.
Which what?
I was still on the willpower.
You on willpower? Okay.
That was still on the willpower. My bad.
You're right.
Self-actualization,
Willpower.
and then once you get through that willpower,
Yes.
that's the part. I was still on that part. My bad.
Oh, right.
Once you, and this is how you know you're in the willpower.
Yes.
Okay. This is the like the forcing yourself to do. Okay. This is the conscious mind moving. You're not just waking up, and just doing all the things. You're waking up and like, I'm gonna decide to do this thing today.
That literally.
You're choosing to do it every single day. Like you're willing your way through.
Literally.
Okay, literally, because you don't really want to do it.
Exactly.
You want to do it, but you're not used to doing it.
There we go.
So you're not used to the feeling. You comfortable right now. Mm-hmm. You comfortable.
That comfort to get you.
That comfort to get you hemmed
Ooh,
up.
get you hemmed up by
Right?
the neck.
Right.
Get cut off. The
Okay,
airways.
right. Chin checked.
Chin checked.
Down. Okay, she's down.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to get chin checked, man.
Right. I get chin checked constantly, but it's okay. So we got willpower.
Yes,
then
yes.
now the third
there we
phase
go.
of connection is gonna be that what?
Push through.
That push through.
Yeah.
Y'all know what that push through is? That's when it get hard. That's when it get real hard. You're like, you being strong for 2 weeks. Like, I'm good.
Right.
I got this. And
Guess
you know
what?
Some shit go
Something
down.
happens.
Something happens. Something always gotta happen.
Let's use this one.
I've been good for 2 weeks straight.
Coney, you get sick.
You get
That's
sick.
that's the biggest excuse right there. You get sick.
Something happens.
You gotta
something
push
little
through
too.
that sickness.
Right. Some go down. Your nerves just work
Right.
completely.
Come on, man.
I mean, to the 10th power, you can't even show up for this email campaign right
can't.
now because your nerves just work. But you gotta push through that.
That's
you gotta
it.
push through it. That's that push through, and you know it's a push through because you know it's extra hard.
Exactly.
Now, after the push through, though, there is another phase, the fourth phase of connection, which is the most beautiful part. That's the looking forward to. Okay, the looking forward to connection.
Yes.
Because once you get through that push through, it's like you break through a barrier.
Man.
You actually experience like, oh my God, this is so beneficial for me. Now it becomes easy.
That's
now
what I was ready to say. Easy.
It becomes easy.
That's it right there.
It becomes easy because it's like you broke a barrier, you know? Whatever, all those unhealthy habits don't belong to you anyway.
Facts.
You just been doing them so long that you feel like they belong to you, but they're really not yours.
Yeah.
They're really not yours. If you're coming to this space of awareness where you're changing something or evolving something, right? That means that you're done with the experience. Your soul is letting you know, like, yo, we're done with this. And it's okay to be done with it. It's actually
really is.
best for you to be done with it if your spirit is leading you away from it, right? And so you look forward to the connection, and you the connection is here now. And
You're
now
doing that thing.
Exactly. Now 2-3 months later, 6 months later, you've been committed to yourself. You've been practicing the same small things every single day. Now your life has changed to where now you don't gotta work no 9 to 5. You're not in corporate no more. You literally are just waking up and creating from your own mind and your own hands. Right? You don't have to answer to nobody for nothing. And you wake up and you are literally fulfilled. All of your needs are met. Okay? Your desires are coming into fruition fast. Okay? You're making impact. You're happy. You're in homeostasis. You're
That's
in
what
balance.
we like to call that. Homeostasis.
Okay? Homeostasis. Everything is in balance. Right? So is it a challenge to be committed to yourself? Absolutely. That's why you're not committed to yourself. Because it's hard. It's the hardest thing you're going to ever have to do. You're a descendant of the Most High. You are worthy. You're
Facts.
great. You're not just anybody.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Okay. Right.
Let them know.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Or how committed are you?
I want to ask this question. I asked it on break, but let me ask it now.
Yes.
Right? What would it be like if you gave yourself the same level of commitment you give in your job? Right? Or the same level of commitment you give into somebody else? Or the same level of commitment you give into those addictions?
Those are some
those
hours.
unhealthy habits,
Thousands of hours.
Right? Y'all are committed. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Y'all know what commitment is. It's a lot of y'all committed to things that no longer serve you. Conversations, people, experiences, jobs, food. I heard in the back of the church. So I'm just saying, I heard in the back of the church. Okay?
Don't call nobody out, okay?
Right,
Now,
I ain't
come on
finna-
now. Don't
I'm not
be
finna
doing
call
that.
nobody out. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So if y'all know what commitment is, but what happens when you turn that commitment external, internal. Right? What happens when you give yourself all that you're giving to somebody else, or all that you're giving something else?
You are
Your
a powerful
life-
person, and
your
your
life
life changes.
Your life changes completely.
You got boundaries now.
Okay, you got boundaries now. You're not easily
You're not-
accessible. You got peace in your heart.
Ooh.
You're not your heart not fluttering when you see the cops drive by.
Nope.
Okay, because I feel like a lot of us people of color,
And you ain't did
experience
nothing, no.
that. You did nothing,
That's crazy.
right? So, y'all, self-commitment is where it's at. Self-commitment is another form of self-care.
Yeah.
Self-care is self-liberation. We've been born into a paradigm that says you come last, okay, and that everyone and everything comes before you. But that old paradigm has come to a cease, okay? Now is the time to start putting yourself first. Now is the time to start pouring into your own cups, because if you won't do it, no one else can. They
There we go.
can't.
They
They
can't.
can't do for you what you're not doing for yourself. Nobody can love you if you don't love you.
Right.
You got to love you first.
What's that one saying that you was always, when we're at just chilling, you said only you can hurt you. What is it? What's that one saying you say? You know, I reminded you of this last time and it wasn't there. So I'm hoping that it is there today.
I don't
Because it was
remember.
really good.
It was. I don't remember what I said
Only
verbatim.
only I, man,
And
you
it
know
was
what?
something like, nobody can hurt me more than me. Nobody
Nah.
can hurt me more than me. I think that's what it was.
Well, that's one of the sayings, but
don't know why
I
you do
know,
this.
I had to, because
like to do
I just
this.
wanted to see if you remembered.
I didn't. I don't.
Okay.
Next time, guys. But the
Yeah.
point of the story is that self-commitment, you owe yourself that. You deserve that. You're worthy of that. And that's really, self-commitment is really going to be the game changer.
It is going to be a game changer. It's a beautiful game changer. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's all we have for today.
Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is.
Yes.
There's 5 ways to listen, y'all. All right. You first want to catch us on live on Facebook. All right. Let's do that. Let's download that app at the Apple Store or Google Play. Okay. Tell Alexa, Power Plug Radio, and she's going to put that joint on for you. Go to the www.powerplugradio.com. Tune into the YouTube channel, and please subscribe as well. And of course, join the conversation at 727-686-0512.
Yes. As always, guys, begin the day with love.
Fill the day with love.
And the day with love. Y'all already know what it is. Peace.
Peace.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Some other shit. Think it's a game. They don't control where I land. Royal flush nigga, the cards in my hand. I'm tryna stack all these M's. All of my idols is friends. Came to the fight with some Timbs. Will I lit up, it depends. Been through the struggle, I don't run from trouble, no breaking. I just wanna bend. Don't be defeated, I'm hella conceited. I ride on that beat like a band. Yeah. I am the one from the stories that got you excited. Rhythmic flow is ignited. How it's so easy for her to recite it. Can do this shit while I'm asleep cause I write it. Watch how these niggas be so quick to bite it. I let them in, but they'll never be quiet. Imitation is just inspiration. If you feel like taking, just be sure that you cite it. I'm a trippy nigga with a different aura. I admit the vision had to start with the supporters. Had a premonition, had to get the shit in order. And I'm finna take it off and go all with supporters. I been counted out for too damn long. Like I couldn't take the crown with 2 damn songs. All up in the booth with no home training. Please give me a count of 2 damn songs. Yeah. Niggas be playing, yeah. Industry games, yeah. Rapping, but they not in love with it. Think it's a shame, yeah. I'm about to pop on some other shit. Think it's a game. They don't control where I land. I'm fresh in the bitch and you know that. Don't take my body to show that. Get in the booth, I'm the truth, I get loose, I don't hold back. Fucking the game, they the same, need to hold back. Trading they lyrics and shit, I ain't for that. Don't need a scam with the plan or the fuck on they man, you want more that. I'm the antithesis.